Alright guys, here with another video. This time I've not had it out for a while. I've got the Airwolf, the FlyRC, the FW450 with basically the Airwolf body. I love this helicopter. It's been amazing since I've had it, but I've had two issues. Twice for no reason, it's just dropped out the sky, and we're talking the height of the trees out the sky, and somehow the body's stayed absolutely intact. So that's impressive on its own, but I still don't understand why I'm losing GPS. So what I'm going to do just now, I've reprogrammed it on the laptop. I'm going to take it for a fly with GPS. Nice sunny night, perfect conditions. Next flight I do, I'm going to put it onto attitude mode, which is using the stability without the GPS, and you get more leans and banks and more turn angle. But I want to get this GPS sorted out first. So overall, the helicopter's amazing, super impressive, love it to bits. But with anything that flies, when you feel something's not right, it's off-putting. A car, a boat, a bike, whatever it is, will just stop and not work. A helicopter or a plane, you're in the sky. So yeah, it's a bit scary if it comes down. So we're not going to go high, quite near a no-fly zone just now. I'm just trying to see, yeah, we've got the green light on there, so she's ready to fly. Hopefully everything will be good. It's going to be one of two videos. It's going to be a nice relaxing flight video, or it's going to be a disaster. So either way, hopefully you keep watching and we'll see. So two buttons out, sticks out, let go, start her up. It's a little slight judder, one of my blades a little bit tight, I need to sort that. I noticed that when I came out, but she's spinning up, ready to go. Always stand back before I take off because they blades are really scary. Get in there. Just hovering about nicely in the air, nice and stable. And yeah, we'll just got a little fly about. So like I say, the scale looks, the feel of the helicopter, the response to the control is amazing. You can do a lot with it, but it's just building the trust after the crashes. So the little low down fly, come round, try and get some dust up if we can. There we go, see it going up. And don't hit yourself with the blades. So yeah, it's a little bit scary, but let's see. Can get some dust going up. There we go, that looks good. So I'm a little bit rusty with it, just purely because I've not had it out for a while. But yeah, it's amazing RC. We'll get flying around here. You can see its scale looks, but with the GPS on, there's not so much major bank angles. It's mainly turn and steer, where if you've got the GPS off, you can tilt it in, come in, do more stunts. I've had this thing doing backflips as well. I've done all that stuff with it, but sometimes it's nice to not worry. You can just take your hands off the stick. You don't have to really overly think about it. Hopefully that bird will not hit it. But I mean, it's great, expensive RC. The bodies are about £200 to get a new one, so luckily I've not damaged that as of yet. But it's something I'm always paranoid about if anything goes wrong, because like I say, it's always a hard fall. Get hovering about low. But I love the Airwolf, it looks so good, flies so nice. And it's got a bit of speed as well if you want. But until I get more confident with it, I'm not going to go too crazy or too far. So we'll do a pass over, bring her up. I'll try and show you the speed over this way where there's nothing to hit. So you can see she shifts. Way up in the distance in the trees, doesn't take long to get there, so you really need to be about yourself with the controls, know exactly where you're going, because if you're going the wrong way you can hit something pretty easy for there. But I mean, look at that in the sky. Hopefully it's coming on the GoPro okay. I'll bring it down, but I would honestly say this is one of my favourite RCs. Recently the Lossy Pro Moto SM, I'm loving it. I've never had a bike RC before, something I've always wanted as a bike fan. But for scale helicopter and the price it is, see, one of my little screws just came off, I need to tighten that up, so the back fin's a little bit loose. Got spare ones in the house, but it's just the screw for sitting in the car, I think. But yeah, for scale looks, performance, at the money, it's really It's really a good bit of kit. And you just look at it coming along, that's that little fin came off, so I'll pick that up. Good place to fall off, but I'll need to tighten that up, just glue it on, nothing major. So the screws on it, it's maybe if one of the crasses are a little bit loose, we can stick that on when I go home, no big deal. But so far she's running pretty well. I had the invert on, I don't know if I've still got that on or if I've turned it off. No, I've turned it off when I reprogrammed it, but you can fly upside down as well. It's pretty good upside down. It's still the same as forward controls, but yeah, I just like to take this out every now and then. It's not the best RC to film, purely because you're in the sky so much and I don't know how well you can see it, but to fly and just take out, it's just so nice. When I do upgrade the body, what I'm thinking about doing is getting the Flish RC one, where the wheels can get a servo to retract. So just for scale, nothing better than watching the wheels retracting. But the helicopter itself, super impressive. I mean, look at that just floating there. Sounds so good too. In battery life, you're probably getting about 20 minutes flight time if you're not going crazy. So I'm not going too crazy just now. Once the battery gets low, what it'll do is it'll basically fly back to where you took off in home mode, or you can switch it to home on this controller and it'll just go there. You can also put it in 3D mode, which I've tried, but I need to build up more experience on attitude mode before I do full 3D, because things go upside down really quickly. Something I'm always conscious of. But you can look at how little inputs there and how much you can control that steering. Hopefully you can see millimetre by millimetre accuracy off this controller. It's super impressive. Try and fly along with the wheels on the ground, see if we can do that. There we go. Whoa. That wasn't a good idea. Hopefully I've not ruined a blade. Got a spare set in the house. No, the blades are good, the blades are good. I was lucky there. But there's an example of how it can go wrong quite quick with a helicopter. So we'll switch her back on. Blade should go. Maybe wheel dragging wasn't the best of ideas. Oh. Yeah, the blade balance is off. Switch that off. So that's my own fault there. But luckily that's why you've got the emergency stop. Let's see what's happened with the blades. The blades look intact. Quite tight. The servos went quite tight there actually. I don't know if that's something to do with it. We'll switch it back off and on and see what happens. If not though, like I say, it's not a big deal. Just get a new servo or new blades. There's nothing to worry about. But me trying to be clever there, these things happen. So we'll put her back out in the middle. See if she bounces about as much or if she flies. So let's have a look. Yeah, I still got to wait for it to get its GPS signal for coming back on. The blade's got a little scuff at the end, maybe that's what it is, but as long as the servo's okay. That was a little bit silly of me. But I do have a set of blades in the house. They're relatively inexpensive, I think they're under £20, so I'm not really going to cry if that's a problem. Right, so we'll put the GPS mode. Is she on? She's got a signal, so let's see if she bounces. If she bounces, I'm not taking her back up, but yeah, let's see what happens. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take them off. Switch her on. It's hard to say. Yeah, she's not looking the healthiest. Yeah, you can see her. Whoa, blade dismantled, I think. Yeah, there we go, that's what happens. So what's happened there? The little links came off. Has the other link came off? Yeah, that was pretty silly of me. Try and get that. That one goes this side, this one goes here, and that's all because of a wheel drag. So all I basically need to do, I think the one pinged off there somewhere, but I might get a wee look for that. If not, like I say, they're relatively cheap. They're probably about £1 or something for that little part. But yeah, the helicopter overall is great. Not the greatest flight you'll ever see there, guys, but you can just see the little link goes on from there to there. That might have been the issue for when I hit the blades. I might have just stretched that little link and it's gave me the imbalance. So I'll put new blades on. Definitely now I've damaged that tip on that second try, and we'll get another little link on her and get her back out. But overall, that was quite a bit of fun. It's good to see the GPS is working. The rest of it I'm not going to bother about. Body wise, she's fine. Got a little bit of damage on the front for under the wheel, but I think that was prior when I'd had my crash. I think that's the only thing. You don't really notice it, it's not making an impact. But I think I'll get a new body for it soon, sort that link, and yeah, we'll get her on the attitude mode and doing a bit more stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I know it's a quick video, but it was good to get out and just to check that GPS. Just a shame of me being a bit of dafty that I've tried to show off and drag the wheels along the ground, but you live and learn, part of the hobby, and that's not even going to cost me £20 to fix, so we can't really grumble. And yeah, see you guys next one. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm way home to get my dinner, just finished work, and chill out for the rest of the night. So whatever you guys are doing, enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.